Now, a week tomorrow, more than 500 million people will be eligible to vote in the European elections. Well, here on BBC Look North, we've been looking at the choices facing voters in East Yorkshire and Lincolnshire. We've heard from the Conservatives, Labour, UKIP and the Liberal Democrats. Tonight, our political editor looks at some of the other parties hoping to make an impact in next week's elections.
Recent experience tells us the majority of people support one of the parties led by these four men. But there are signs that some voters could put their crosses in a different box in next week's European elections.
This provides central heating and hot water.
Green Party candidates have been buoyed by at least one opinion poll, putting them ahead of the Liberal Democrats. The Greens believe more homes like this one in Hull should benefit from renewable energy such as solar power.
We've got people who are finding it difficult to deal with their fuel bills. So let's get some European resources in, let's link that with local government resources, which are quite limited at the moment, to try and do some really worthwhile things.
From green to red and white. No, these are not England supporters making an early getaway to Brazil, but the English Democrats, demanding a greater voice for England in Brussels.
People are sick of the fact that the other home nations of the United Kingdom have their own parliaments which look after their interests and England doesn't, and the people of England feel left behind.
Of course, some believe we shouldn't be part of the European Union at all.
Have a look and see what you think.
And have a look.
Getting out of Europe as well, because I think we'd be far better without spending the money.
Yeah.
We think we're controlled by Europe. We want to leave Europe. We don't think the referendum that UKIP and Conservative are offering is the right way. We think the ballot box for people to vote for us to leave the Europe period.
You've got the movement of people now throughout Europe. This would stop because we're calling for an immediate withdrawal outside of the EU. Pull out of it altogether. It's not working.
Voters in towns like Beverley are being targeted by a range of political parties. Some wanting us to remain part of the EU, others wanting us out, and some even calling for more direct power for Yorkshire.
Yorkshire has a good story to tell, but it's a population of 5 million people. It's an economy twice the size of Wales, and yet the power of neither. And we have enormous potential here, as was evidenced by the fact that Tour de France is coming here, Hull's got the City of Culture coming, and we really want to be in a position to unleash that potential.
Next Thursday, voters may choose to support the main political parties or consider an alternative in this most unpredictable election campaign. Tim IREDALE, BBC Look North.